Here's a little secret for you guys. I have absolutely no formal business training at all. All the business information that I get, most of it comes from books that I read that has helped me grow this YouTube channel to a full-time income, not just for myself, but also to support a small team of us that create these videos and these trainings for you guys. Let me give you guys the 7 top books that were most influential and helpful for me in building my YouTube business, and hopefully they will be for you as well. Hey guys, my name is Tim Schmoyer, and it's Wednesday. Time to give you guys some YouTube tips like we do every single week here at Video Creators. And what better tips than some resources to help you grow the business side of your YouTube channel. So the first one I really recommend for you guys if you're trying to figure out where do I go and how do I get there is this book, No More Dreaded Mondays by Dan Miller. And this book was really helpful for me because it has a different chapter about different things, and then at the end of each chapter has a list of questions that you should think through to really help you determine, where do you want to go with, your job and your career and the life that you want to create. And I actually took the time to answer all those questions. It was really super helpful for me, which led me to the second book, which was 4-Hour Work Week by Tim Ferriss, and that book has a lot of really good inspirational stuff in it, let me tell you. So not everything in there is like pure gold. There's a lot of things to be like, okay, he has different motivations for things than I do, but the general principle, the idea that you can build a business and it doesn't have to absolutely consume your life. There are periods where that happens, even for Tim Ferriss, and he talks about that in the book, but that is possible to do this. The next book I read, number 3, I actually now make this required reading for any client I work with now in Video Creators. Is a full-time thing because it's just so super valuable for any YouTuber, and that is Primal Branding by Patrick Hanlon. That is like a must read. He looks at all the top elements that make it really easy for a brand to develop a cult following, and he breaks it down into the 7 aspects of the code. He calls it the Primal Code, and each one of those 7, if you guys are implementing those into your YouTube channel or me into my business and my channel, all those things, guys, it makes it really easy for people to be attracted to your channel, to your content, to your videos, to your business. Number 4, E-Myth was a really helpful book for me also. It's about why most small businesses fail and what you can do to make sure that doesn't happen to you. It's more about how to think about your business in a way that makes it scalable so that you can bring on other people and plug them into different areas and help them, and so that they can run it just as efficiently without you. Book number 5 is called The Personal MBA. Now, it is a long book, and it is worth every single minute you spend reading it or listening to an audiobook, whichever you prefer. It's basically like a crash course of business all in one volume, and really simple, easy to understand language that even I with very little to no background experience could understand. If you look at the table of contents in this book, it looks like there's a lot of really boring topics that you really just don't care about as a creative type of person like I am, but it's not explained or written about in a very boring way at all. Very easily digestible and very, very extremely helpful. Number 6 is the book Pitch Anything, and this book came at a very pivotal time in the video creator's business because I was about to launch onto it full time. I had no backup plan. I was just like, this is going to work or nothing. And I've been reading this book, Pitch Anything, which is really about what it sounds like. It's about how to pitch anything, because whatever your business is, your YouTube channel, you're pitching something, whether it's pitching your channel for someone to subscribe, or you're pitching a product for someone to sell, or you're pitching yourself for them to hire you for something, whatever it is. And so this book goes into a lot of the psychology behind why people think and how they think, and not in in a manipulative way, make them twist their control their mind or anything like that. It's more just understanding how to present the value that you truly have to offer and want to give in a way that they can actually understand it and receive it very well. It's really super good book. And so this, no lie, this true story, it was my first day full-time at Video Creators. I had a call with someone. I was learning this Pitch Anything stuff, and they were just kind of wanted to throw me something like a little gig just to kind of help me out. Really didn't pay hardly anything. Was doing a lot of work. By the end of that phone call, about an hour and a half later, they were offering me a full-time job with stock ownership in the company, a leadership position in the company, and they wanted to move me out to where they were in California all within an hour and a half because I had learned this technique and pitch anything. So super good book, whether you're pitching a channel, pitching whatever, pitch anything. I'll stop talking about that one. It's a really good one. And book number 7 is The Pumpkin Plan. And the reason why this book is really good for me, because it came at a point in my business where I had a lot of stuff going on. I was being spread in multiple directions. All of them were making some sort of money, but I just felt like I was spread out way too thin. I was running myself ragged, and so this book came at a time when I just needed to focus, and that's what this book helped me do on my business. The basic idea is that in order to grow a prize-winning pumpkin, or in this case a prize-winning business that's the biggest, the baddest, the best in the industry, it can't have a lot of other little pumpkins growing on the vine. You need a prize-winning pumpkin seed or an idea. You need to nurture it and grow it. You need to cut off all the other little pumpkins that would suck nutrients from growing the one big pumpkin. And for me, that meant eliminating a lot of clients, a lot of work that was paying, but I needed to open up bandwidth for the stuff that I wanted to be the best at. So it was scary. I took a big cut in income for a little while. So I did a lot of reordering and restructuring, but the payoff at the end is totally worth it. So those books were helpful for me. You can find links to all of them in the description below this video here on YouTube. You go to Amazon and pick one up, or you can do what I did, and that's actually I listened to each of these books on double speed through audible.com, because it was really hard for me to find more time to read books with everything going on with my family and my business and all my time being spread in so many directions. So with an audible.com subscription, I actually listened to them on double speed while working out, while driving in the car, while mowing the lawn, things like that, where I could like double up on my time. And listening to them in double speed really helped me pay attention closer, and I found that I actually retained the information better because I listened to it twice as fast as like someone would normally talk. If you want to try out an Audible subscription, you can use the link in the description of this video to go try it out for 30 days for free, and you get any book of these or something else you want to listen to. You get to keep that book regardless of whether or not you continue your trial. So go check it out. It's audibletrial.com/video creators. You get started with any of these books for free, just to check it out and try it. And if this is your first time here, I would love to have you subscribe, because every week I just do my best to help you guys grow your YouTube channels and your audiences so that your message spreads and people find you, hear you, and hopefully have their lives be changed as a result of the message that you are spreading. So thank you for letting me be a small part of that. Subscribe, and I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Bye.